Now, unfortunately, online dating is a great hunting ground for people who have elements of narcissism and psychological disorders and dysfunctional relationship patterns and who like to gaslight. This is because they can pose as whoever they want, they can present false images of themselves, they can post pictures that are 10 years older and 20 kilos lighter, and they can present themselves and find out what it is the person that they're going to date likes and shape themselves in that way. Because online dating, you get a few pictures and a couple of words, and the rest of it you've got to work out. You don't get any referrals from friends or anything. So warning signs to look at when you're online dating for someone who could be prone to gaslighting are. So the first flag is that they'll show up to the date. You won't recognize them. You cannot identify. You're looking at the picture, you're looking at them, and you're going, wait, hold on, you are not the same person in the photos. And also, maybe they're presenting themselves differently. Lots of people like to embellish their online profiles. They like to call themselves a director when they're self-employed. They like to call themselves, head of architectural management when they're a builder. And there's a little bit of a leeway for a certain amount of embellishment. But when there's a huge difference between who they are and what they've said they are, there's a flag. If they're not looking like who they are and what they are putting on their profile, it's called catfishing. And also then you've got to look out. The next flag is love bombing. Okay, so if they're really like, I need to meet you, you just, everything about you is telling me that you are the one for me, and I have to see you soon. So they're not really considering your time or your scheduling. Maybe they get a hold of your personal details and call you out of the blue, and they don't like it if you put some boundaries and say, hey, would you mind giving me a text before you call? Possibly they are texting you at strange hours of the night and morning, and maybe they don't seem to have any ability to have some distance between dates. They might want to see you and they don't want the date to end, and they want to see you the next day, and then they want to call you in the morning and they want to call you at night. And so there's this real love bomby thing where you don't actually get a chance to step away and think about things. In the first date, they might put a huge amount of emphasis on their accomplishments. It might be all about them. They might be name dropping. They might be talking about this great job they used to do. They might be talking about their future faking. In the future, I want to travel, and oh my God, I love it if you could travel with me. Are you able to travel? And so they're kind of baiting you and eliciting you into sort of making future plans. You've only just met this person. And the other thing is, I think a lot of people have heard about this, is rude to wait staff. And I mean, like, not just maybe upset that the waiter's taking ages to come and see them, but they're actually kind of haughty to the wait person, nasty or speaking down to service staff. You've got to question, what kind of character does this person have? Another flag is listening to how they are talking about other people, particularly their exes. Now, lots of people have got some pretty bad stories about their ex. How much are they going to dwell on that? How much are they going to tear their ex's character apart? If this is the mother or father of their children and they're speaking really, really poorly about them non-stop, even on the first date, it's a little bit too much. Maybe they talk about other people they used to know and how they've been discarded now. These are all flags. They might talk poorly about their family or their friends. They might talk poorly about the one that they dated before and how inadequate and unsuitable they were. All of the content of their speech is designed to make them look better and more important. And probably one of the biggest flags of them all is they're not really that interested in you and who you are. Or if they are, it's kind of in an information gathering way. And then you can feel them going, wow, I love that too. Oh, wow, I'm interested in that too. So they're kind of bringing you on board with this sense of a cohesion and kindredness already. So gaslighters and people with narcissistic tendencies tend to be poor listeners. They might listen intently in the beginning, as if they cannot take their eyes off you. But what you might also notice is what they've heard isn't exactly what you said. They might take what you've said and twist it to be relevant to them. Now, again, this is something that people do. It's like, oh, you went skiing. Oh, I did that, but I snowboard, or something like that. But you've got to keep your ears pricked for how much of you is being paid attention to. How much of your story are they actually listening to? Or are they taking it and going, oh, okay, I know what you said this. Right, so there's maybe some mansplaining going on, or maybe they're sort of commandeering the conversation to their own end. Now, if you find out that you are dating or in a relationship with a narcissist, your best option is to get out as quickly as you can, which isn't always possible. Sometimes it needs to be done very carefully, and sometimes you can just cut and run. If you did like this video, give me a like. If you want to hear more from me, please subscribe. And I hope you have a beautiful day.